Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. Today is going to be my cash envelope video, or cashless envelope I sort of guess, for the first paycheck in July. I actually get paid on the 3rd of July, and then I have another one at the end of the month on the 31st, because normally there's 1 month during the year we get paid twice, because I get paid every 4 weeks of the year. So I've got everything wrote out ready to go. I have my work food envelope, I've got a little bit of cash that I need to do, my Erin Condren budgeting book, a calculator and some pens. So first of all I'm going to just go over last month, which I can tell you now, complete waste of my time, your time, there was no point in me budgeting. Yeah, I'm not going to like pause on these pages, but as you can see, quite a lot. So my budget for last month was £171, and I sort of blew through that. So I got paid on June 5th, and by the 10th I'd already exceeded that. So my problem is with my anxiety, if I'm getting anxious about something, if I buy something, I then have the excitement of looking forward to that delivery coming, and the thing I'm feeling anxious about is at the back of my mind. And last month it was going back to work after 13 weeks off. So yeah, I bought a lot, and when I basically spent all the budgeted amount I had, all the money I put into my holiday savings and my general savings, all of that basically came back out and I spent it. So essentially last month's budget didn't even exist. I don't know what happened with me tracking, like with my cash envelopes. I don't know what happened with my food shop, but I somehow ended up with less than what I thought I had. So I'm going to try and track that a little bit differently this month. And there's a few bits I'm not going to be putting anything in at all this month. And now I'm back at work as well. My food shop is going to stay on my card, but I still need money for the canteen up at work, so I'm going to be putting some money into this. Still have some money for my purse, and I've now also got a new subscription as well, which is another £10. So my subscriptions are now, and well, subscriptions and bills now up to £79 now. Again, if you've never been on my videos before and you don't know anything about me, hello, my name is Tanya and welcome to my channel. I live at home with my dad, and he's very generous. In fact, he doesn't make me pay rent or anything, but I buy all my own food shopping, I do all of my own expenditures. If I want it, I have to buy it with my own money. And you know, I do his laundry, I cook him a load of dinners, and that's sort of like an agreement we've had since I was about 18, and he's been very generous about that. So if I want it and I don't have the money for it, I cannot ask him for it. That is a rule, and that's just how it's always been. So obviously because of that, I'm very lucky in the fact that most of my paycheck I can spend it however I want and budget it how I want, and only like £79 of it is actually like allocated for like bits and pieces. So I'm extremely lucky in that aspect. So that is why when you're probably like looking at this or any of my previous ones, you're like, how does this go, and I have rent or anything? But living with my dad, so he's pretty cool. Anyway, so it would help if I actually wrote down how much I got paid this month. So I'm going to zoom you in and then we'll get started. So this month, if I get a nice coloured pen, we'll go for this blue one. I'm not going to write down like the pennies and stuff that I got paid, because I only ever budget like the full amount. So I got paid £1,044. I'm actually filming this a couple of days before I get paid, so I'm hoping that is the amount that actually pops up in my bank account, so we shall see. So bills and subscriptions is £79, and then I've got a remaining which I'll write down in a minute. So savings, I'm going to do all of this in my erasable pens because it just helps me, and then that way if I do mess up anything, I haven't got to like worry about that. So what shall we write down? So for my savings, obviously basically I took everything out of that, so I've sort of went back to how I was in, I think, May's paycheck. So essentially I just have to disregard everything that happened in June. Thankfully I didn't go too crazy and buy a load of stuff, but it's all just little bits I didn't actually need. Like I bought some more of these pens because one of them actually ran out, so I thought like, oh yeah, I'll get that. Like what other stupid things did I buy? Let's have a look. I bought stuff, I got more stuff from Erin Condren, like the company that does this. Didn't need to get them, but I did anyway. I bought way more stickers than I should have done, but I also sold quite a lot of stuff on Depop, so I don't know. we'll see. Anyway, so into my general savings I'm going to put £210. Hopefully that'll bump it up nicely. My holiday, I'm just going to put in 100 for now, and if I have anything left at the month, which as I'm saying that I'm like internally laughing, I can always add some more into either of those two. And into gifts I'm just going to put 20 because the only gifts I need to get this month is for Nicola's daughter Andy. It's her birthday. I think she's turning 10 actually this year if I'm right, which is like crazy. And I've already got a little bit in there. Again, I don't fill this bit here out on camera because obviously the general and holiday ones are a bit more expensive and I don't really want to share that big amount with the entire world. I don't mind doing like the smaller bits, but so that one's just like my little private one. Anyway, so cash envelopes, which is my secondary card. So at the start of lockdown, obviously because everything was going basically cashless, I didn't want to have a load of stuff just as cash and then not be able to spend it while I was in lockdown for 13 weeks, so I basically couldn't leave the house. So I got myself an extra card and this is where this all now lives. So food shop, I'm still going to put down 200, even though now I'm back at work I'm not eating quite as much. I'll just do that for this month and I can always alter that if needed. My car maintenance, I'm still going to put in 20 because then that will save everything up ready for January when I have my MOT and services and everything. But there's a load of stuff I need to get fixed on my car, but that's going to have to come out my general savings for the time being because the amount of work I need done is exceeding £1,000 at the moment. So £80 isn't going to cover it even a little bit. So that's just going to be ready for January, but otherwise my general is going to have to go towards my car. So yeah, that's going to be a very empty account once my car gets fixed. My fuel, I'm going to put anything in fuel this month because I've still got £35 in there and I haven't actually had to fill up yet. I probably will do at the weekend, but I think I've still got like half a tank, so that probably only cost me about £20, maybe 25 at a push, so that'll keep me going. Medical, I'm also going to put 0 in because I've still got £67 in there, and if I have a month off of putting something in medical that doesn't matter too much because I'm not going to have to get anything I think until probably after my next paycheck, so I think we should be alright there. Toiletries, I'm still going to put in 20 because I did buy a few bits this month, but we shall see. Let's see, clothing or fashion, I've got nothing in there, so I'm going to put in 20. I do actually need to buy myself some new work trousers, so I'll probably have to do that after I finish filming this, because I need work trousers. The ones I've got, I've had to like stitch up the inner leg. I have one spare pair and that's what I'm going to have to start wearing, but after that I haven't got any backups, and I've got thick thighs so they like rip through fabric so quickly. Miscellaneous is going to be 20 as well. Outings, I'm going to put another 15 in there, and then that will round these two up, and then next month I probably just won't put anything in there. And Christmas, that can also have 20. Oh, and then we go right down to the very bottom here, so my work food, which is here. I actually do this one in a biro. So I have, thankfully my dad was nice enough and he got some money out for me, so I'm just going to have to transfer this into his bank account. He gave me, well I asked him anyway, if I could have 20, which is then £5 a week for up at work, and then whatever I have left normally I save over. So that, because I haven't done this, 11th of April was the last time I wrote anything down. Is that right? Yeah. Oh no, it's the 14th of the 3rd was the last time I stuffed it, so there we go. So today is the 3rd of the 7th. Stuffing, and we are plussing 20. There's actually 0 left in here because it's the end of the, not the end of the month, but it's almost like the end of the week. I think I've got like £1 left, but that will cover me for my lunch tomorrow, and that will be enough. So stuffing in £20 ready for my work food. That then starts as of Monday, so each week I just take a £5 out, and that will last me for the remainder of the week. dinner out, you're also still getting 0 because even though the restaurants are open, I don't think me and Nicola are going out for dinner anytime soon. And if I want any takeaways, I'll just give that to Dad. And spare in purse, I spent a fair bit of what was left in my purse actually, so I've only got £4.55 left, so I'm going to add in 10 again. Dad got this for me, so I just need to transfer him the money into my purse. That can go over this side. So yeah, I've just got a few coins left, and that is that done. All I've got to do is, I need to find a better way of carrying something like this around in my purse. It's just like an index card, but I need to sort that out. Okay, so that is all of that done. So now I just need to add up all of this lot, and then we will be able to work that out. Okay, so I have added up how much I need to transfer into my account and what the current total should be, although I've just checked and I seem to have about £28 more in there than originally anticipated. So I'm gonna have to go back through all of my spending logs and see what I can figure out and why I've got extra in there, but that will just be what is left. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this green pen. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this because it's going to be a little bit bright, and just write in what the new totals are. Okay, and then I just need to add all of that bit up and make sure that I haven't missed anything. Just realised I didn't do this down here. And that will then be £14.55. You can sort of see that on the camera. Sorry if it's not the best quality. I just wanted like 2 contrasting colours. Okay, so if I just add all this lot here up, and then we'll see what my new total should be when I transfer it all over a bit later, because I have to go to work, so I can't sit and do it all for too long. Okay, so apparently, if I've done this right, I just don't trust calculators or my own brain, but apparently once I've transferred everything, I should have just under £580 in that account. And obviously most of that is like for food shopping, so that goes quite quickly. So I think I've worked that out. Also this month, nearer the end of the month actually, I have a week off from work again, even though I've just had 13 weeks off. And I'm actually going to the hair salon, which I haven't been to since like the start of February. I was aiming to go in May, but obviously lockdown and everything. The hairdressers and the salon and all that is opening back up on the 4th of July, and I've got a week off near the end of the month, so I'm going to go and have my hair done. So in my like very quick budget pad that I sort of do when I get my not the rota, I get my wages on a Wednesday, I've sort of like briefly wrote down how much everything is, so we'll sort of work that out. Okay, so now I need to do all of my totals and everything, and then I can work out what's happened. So I get paid this amount, I get to minus, that should then be my total amount left. So let me just have a double check. Okay, so that should be, so after all of that I should have 369 left. Oh, and I'll actually put the actual number in later because I've just like skimmed through it all quickly. Oh, my dad's home, I can hear a garage. And from that I need to minus £79 for my bills and subscriptions, and 100 for the salon because it's not actually going to be that much, but it's like a rough idea. So that then leaves me with £190. So up here on this top section, the amount that I should have budgeted is £190, and we'll leave that on there. I've left on my card for everything £369 once I've sorted it all out, and that way I've got enough money for my bills and subscriptions and the remaining amount after the salon and everything as well. So that's that. And then just the final little bit down at the bottom here, my extra cash is still sitting pretty at 40, but that will probably change a little bit next month. So yes, excited. Okay, so that is everything, like my trusty little calculator. So that should be it. Obviously I'm going to go through and like double and triple check everything, because I don't understand. Even with the calculator I somehow mess it up. But anyway, that is it guys for my July cashless envelope budgeting thing. And I will see you guys again soon. Hope you're keeping well and safe and you're healthy, and if you're still in lockdown, I completely understand. I did 13 weeks and if you're still going, that's just champions you are. But I will see you guys again soon. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.